Today we're going to talk about time allocation and the fact that most people in software are allocating their time in the wrong place. If you're thinking about growing, if you're thinking about scaling, we think about certain things. Well, guess what? Most people are putting their time into the wrong buckets. I'm going to get you to shift that so you can get things scaling and you can start crushing it like you need to. Let's do it. Hey guys, it's Matt Wolach. I help people understand how to generate a whole ton of leads for their software company, how to make sure those leads close quickly for the right revenue, and how to scale a team so that other people can do all of this for you. If you want any of those things, hit the subscribe button down there and the little bell. That way you'll be notified about all my videos, all my trainings, so that you can get where you gotta get. And today we're talking about something very important, time allocation, and specifically time allocation towards growth activities. We know that there's a lot of things we need to do to be able to grow, and maybe you have to do some marketing, maybe you have to do some sales. Where do you balance that? Well, guess what? What I'm finding is that most software leaders, most founders, most VPs, directors, what have you, what they're doing is they're allocating a lot of their time towards lead gen. And of course, it's important. You've got to make sure that people understand who you are. You build some awareness, that you get leads coming inbound. Everybody's worried that you're not going to get enough leads. That's a very common thing. The problem there is if we allocate too much time towards setting up lead funnels, setting up processes to make sure we can have amazing marketing channels that are generating a bunch of leads, and we don't allocate our time towards closing those leads, then we've just wasted a whole bunch of time and effort and maybe money that we just put into that lead gen. See, if we can't close, if we can't figure out how to get deals in, that's a problem, because let's say you go out, you generate 10, 20, 100 leads, what have you, and then you have a struggle closing them. Well, guess what? All of those people, if you can't close them, they're always going to keep it in their head that your product is not good enough or your services aren't going to be good enough for them. So we never want people to feel that. It's hard to come back from that first impression. Rather, why don't we allocate time and resources and process towards closing? That way you can make sure that closing process is nailed. And when you get that right, then it becomes so much easier to go out and generate leads, knowing that the leads that come in, you've got a high likelihood of closing. My client Paul is a perfect example of this. They were thinking, hey, should we allocate time towards lead gen? Should we put time towards closing deals? Well, they were smart and they decided to focus on closing deals. And they took their demo close rate, meaning how many closes you get from each demo you do. They took their demo close rate from 26% to 87%. They went from 26% to 87%. Now, if you start getting a great close rate like that, now you know you feel good about marketing. Go out and spend the money, spend the time, go hustle and get those leads because you know those leads are going to close. This is where software companies really can scale, is where you focus first on closing deals, on that process of discovery and demos and making sure that that's really buttoned up, making sure your buyer journey is solid. You know exactly what's going to happen at each stage. You know how to get a buyer from stage to stage. If you can do that correctly, now you feel good about marketing. Now you can go out and put some effort into lead gen and getting all those different opportunities to come in because you know you're going to close them. That's the shift I want you to think about, is if we're going to want to grow, if we want to scale, dial in the closing process, the bottom of funnel first, then go spend some time on top of funnel generating leads. That's the correct order. Even though it's not the right order, if somebody was actually to go through the process, if a lead comes through the process, they would lead first, then they become a closed deal. Go backwards. Close the deal, get that right, get that process nailed, and then go out and generate leads. Fill that funnel. Feed the beast once you have a machine that's closing deals for you. Now, if you really want to close deals, I highly recommend you check out my course. It's called Software Demo Secrets. It's designed to turn you into a closer. So if you're doing demos and people kind of ghost you and they go away and you're not sure why, or people say, hey, this is nice, but they never actually sign up, that's not good. So I created Software Demo Secrets because there's so many specific things that we need to do. There's a specific way that we need to run demos that nobody's going to tell you. The best software closers are not sharing this. Well, I am. I close 81% of my deals because I know these secrets and I'm sharing with you what I do and how to do it. So grab Software Demo Secrets. Thousands of people before you have already taken this mini course. You'll see the link down below. Go grab it, sign up for it, and take the course so that you can close more deals. Once you get that right, you're gonna feel so good about marketing. You're gonna feel so good about generating leads, knowing that they're going to close. So understand this shift, understand the balance of what we need to do in our growth processes, and you'll start taking off like crazy. I hope this helps. I will see you next time. Take care.